Okay, so here's how you make a paper crane. So start by having the paper white side up. You have it colored on the back. So white side up, you're going to fold in half across. Make sure your colored side is showing when you fold it in half. Crease well. Unfold it. Rotate it 90 degrees. Do the same thing. Crease well. So you should have creases going through each direction, divided in quarters. The next step is to turn it upside down so your colored side is up. Now you're going to fold in half diagonally. Increase well. Make sure you're pretty accurate with these folds too, because it's important. So you unfold it, and you're going to rotate again and fold the other direction in half. So now you should have creases going through diagonally this way, like this. And flip it over, and you should have creases going through across, like this. So you should notice that you have kind of this starting to take a shape. So what you'll do is just you kind of pinch from the sides and push and collapse it, and you should get this. This is called a water bomb base. So it'll be a diamond with an opening at the bottom, two flaps on either side. I can show that to you again. It's like this. Kind of fold it in half like this, and pinch in. Two flaps on either side. If you don't like that way, there's another way to do it. Fold in half. And then this diagonal line, fold it over. So it opens up like this crease. Fold it down. This crease fold it over. And then fold one flap to the other side. Show you again like this. Fold it in half. Take one of these diagonal creases. Fold it. Collapse this crease at the top down. And then fold it the rest of the way. So this is the water bomb base. You have 2 flaps on either side. That's important. So I have the pointed side with the opening flaps at the bottom facing you. And you're going to want to fold this line, this edge, to the middle. So fold that edge to the center line. 1 flap only. Make sure you're accurate at the bottom here. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold this edge to the center. She had something that looks like a diamond with a triangle and a small triangle on top. Now, you're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Fold this edge to the middle. And fold this edge to the middle. So the next step is taking this triangle. You're going to want to fold it back behind. So what I usually do is flip it over and fold it down along the top edge here where these two meet. Now, flip it back over. This is the hardest part of the whole thing. Open up the flaps so you have this kind of like the Superman logo. Now you have the top layer. Grab it and open it up. And then you can fold. You can see it kind of folding in the bottom. Do that on either side. To the middle. And the top half, you'll want to collapse along the line that's already there. You just reverse the direction of the fold. So you'll have this. This will be the wing. And I'll show that again. Open it back up. Back to this step. Fold it up. And collapse in either side. You're not making any new folds, there will all be folds that are already there. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So flip it over and fold this triangle up. Then open the flaps. And now lift up the flap along the crease in the middle here, where the triangle is folded down. Fold in the bottom. And reverse the folds on the inside. Reverse the direction of the folds on the top. So I'll show you that again. You have the triangle here. Fold up. Open it up. And collapse it into the wing. So at this point you should have a diamond. You'll have a flap here. A triangle here. And you'll have two flaps on either side. On the front, one on the front, one on the back. Same on the other side. One flap on the front, and one on the back. So with this, in this orientation, you want to fold this edge to the middle. So it looks like this. Take note, you'll have two layers up here. Right here and right here. So you want to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure it's a straight line all the way down to a point at the very bottom. If it's not accurate or messy, your head and tail will end up being sloppy and it won't look as nice. So you need to make a straight line from the very tip all the way up when the edge meets at the middle. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So flip it over. We'll start by folding this edge to the center, starting from the tip. And the other side. So you now have something that looks like this. Same thing on both sides. You'll have two flaps at the bottom and two flaps at the top. These are the wings. This will be the tail, this will be the head, or vice versa. Okay. So this part is kind of tricky too. This is an inside reverse fold, but I think the easiest way to do it is to just kind of fold this flap over one. And you have kind of like a flap on the bottom here. Fold it up as far as it will go into the middle. So you have this, fold it up as far as it will go to the middle without ripping. And now fold the flap back to where it was before. And make sure that you get a nice clean fold on the inner layer. So you'll be folding it back in half on top of itself. Make sure you get a good clean fold in here. So now you do the same thing on the other side. Fold it over the other direction. Fold the flap up as far as it'll go. And fold back. Making sure you get a good clean fold. On the inside, this will be the head or the tail. Now fold it back. So now you'll have this one almost done. So you're looking at the wing right now, so you can fold it down. And then fold it over. Fold the other wing down. And now you can kind of lift it up. And you'll see you have a good base for your crane. Now it's kind of all about shaping it. So you could take the head and tail and kind of pull them out a little bit. Like that. Make sure you crease on the bottom here. This is really a matter of taste, just how you want it to look. You could leave them in, you could pull them out. Like that. Now to make the head, pick one of these sides. I'm just going to go with this one. I'm going to open it up a little bit. And fold it down into the middle. and fold it back in, and then kind of pull it out. So you have that paper crane. The last step with the head. So you have it like this, kind of open up the layer to the inside, fold down a little bit, and fold it back. So you have kind of like a stub. Then kind of pull out the head, crease like that. So you have the paper crane, that's it. You can also choose to not fold the wings down and just leave it like this. I just kind of fold them down because some people like to display them like that. But I have a few here. I'm working on my own 1,000 cranes. Smaller paper. So if you leave the wings up, you can kind of stack them and then thread them up through the bottom. I think it looks neater this way. If you fold the wings down, it kind of looks more, I don't know, busy. The way they stack and eat like this. And you can string thread up through the top. But that's how you make a paper crane.